Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Tuesday night, and we are finally on. Oh, a little miscommunique, but we got it on, and we are back Tuesday night, ready to talk about another couple of episodes of The Witcher. Ooh, and you already know. Hello. What's good, everybody? I am not used to that yet, but we got the new bumper, and I'm definitely going to use it because I am loving it. Shout out to Slammin' for hooking that up for us. Oh, I'm here for it. What's up, everybody? 100%. It's Tuesday night, and we are ready to get into a couple episodes of The Witcher, and the ones we're getting into it, we got the one, the only AK of Exandria. What's happening? How you doing?
I am here, bruv. I am here, ready to talk about these two episodes. And full disclosure, I will admit, I did watch ahead. The storyline was getting a little bit juicy, so I do have future thought, but I will cap myself as always on those situations.
You already know we got the one, the only Phantom D Saint traveling this path with us. What's up good tonight, Phantom?
Yo, it is good, everyone. Just like AK, I was tempted because when they revealed what the hell was Lawrence, I'm like, hold up, wait a minute.
I couldn't let it go. I had to see what happened next. I could not let it go.
That was so good.
It was.
We're going to get into it, and I'm here for it. The Witcher Season 4, Episode 3. What's up, Jake Cruz? I see you out there. We got the trial by ordeal.
We'll see you, bruv.
Oh, Yen smiled, but how do you think she actually felt when she walked into a playhouse that was acting out her life in the form of porno? Like, what?
Oh, I don't know if I was even. It's like those memes where it's like, am I watching this? Am I watching that? Or is this a parody of this? I thought I was watching a porno myself at one point. They're like, nah, this is Netflix.
Absolutely incredible.
It's literally like, damn it, I forget the word. Go ahead. I'll remember it in a second.
Gotta say, in that play, Geralt almost looked more like the OG Witcher than Hemsworth did.
I know people are probably saying that online.
You know they are. There for every me that is out there on this situation. For also, shout out to my girl Tanya from 1000 For every one of us, there are like 5 more of them. Like, oh, it doesn't matter. The story's still great. Liam's doing a great job. Shut the fuck up. You know he's not. Is the story good? Yes, I will not hold anybody on that. It is good, and that's the only thing that's making him work.
Absolutely. So Yen goes to recruit the much needed Queen of Elves, and my question is, whatever became old boy that was hitting it? Because like Yen turned Francisca into a figurine and just turned in like, oh boy, she put a boy to sleep, and then they just bounced. Like,
that's exactly what the hell I was asking. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. You about to leave the number one homie that's been watching your back from the beginning? What? You're not gonna ask no questions?
I was just like, you're gonna put him to sleep and then you get taken, and now what? He just asleep forever?
Right. What is he supposed to do to try to find you? Nobody is gonna take any type of bounty that he might put out for a reward. Matter of fact, he don't even have no coins for a reward for anybody to come look for you.
Oh, I think he was probably just a peasant or whatever. Not even any of that. I'm just like, does he ever?
Yeah, that's right. Probably not.
Put her to sleep. I'm just like, oh, that was messed up. I was just like,
he was only there to do a job. He was paid to do that job, and once he came out of his trance, if the mark wasn't there anymore, oh well, he filled his contract.
But did he come out of the trance? Is my question. How is he going to
wake up? Did he get paid? Is my question.
Right. You paid afterwards?
No, in those situations, I'm positive they get paid before that happens. And I don't think Yen would have just straight up killed him. She's not a ruthless person like that unless you give her reason to, i.e., unless you mess with her mans or her daughter. She's really not. She's not going to give you the penalty.
I don't think Yen cared about the little male. I don't think Yen cared about the male prostitute. She just got what she came for, and she bounced. And
exactly.
I was just like, oh, this poor guy. Are you ever going to wake up? Or you at least? I mean, if you're going to go out, that's the way to go out, I suppose. But my God. Geralt and company ride up on a refugee camp, and Beata is hopeful that her family might be there. And I think Geralt is every bit as hopeful as she is because he is ready to pick up the pace. This is moving too slow. He needs to get to the milk guard. But the rats bring Ciri on her first heist, and she seemed to quite enjoy it. Like, it was nice to hear Ciri like break it down on the noble woman. But why did she have to take her ponytail like that? Was that necessary, Phantom?
You goddamn right. Talking about who the hell you think you are, woman? I'm a damn princess. You better think twice.
Bitch, let me tell you about who the fuck I is in this moment. You're not finna sit here and talk trash to me.
That's just it. Like, they are not killing these people. They're robbing them. So, like, why is Missile out there repeatedly just yelling out her government name? Like, she thinks it is anyway. Like, you know, these folks are going to run back and tell all they can remember about this robbery. And you just out here, like, calling her by name over and over again. Like, I thought
I mean, the rats seem to be, like, a popular group, though. Way how, like, the episode had ended.
People know about them.
He was like, oh, have you heard of the rats? He's like, yeah, I know about them. I even ran in with them before. So,
yeah, like a whole damn village, like, rallied to their cause after they shut down the busted ass tax collector. They came and brought them gifts. So yeah, they people know who the rats are.
All they need is a jazzer to sing them a freaking trash ass song or two, and then the whole realm will truly know.
Literally just need a theme song. You are correct.
She definitely had a right to talk a little crap, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. If they already know that, at least they know who the crew is, but specifically calling out Ciri. But it seemed like overall,
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. I don't feel like that. Like, she had a right to talk crap like that. She just saw the shit happening, and she recognized exactly who Ciri was, and she tried to play on that. And Ciri had to let her know, nah, bitch, let me tell you about the new me that you ain't met yet.
Right.
Shut the fuck up, or don't have me. Right. Don't make me have to come up to your daddy house and throw hands, okay? Because it will happen.
I was above your station. What? I love that old school witch arriving on the broom out at the spot. Like, I don't know. I would have had to check her ass real quick, though. Ma'am, I am not the butler. The hat rack is over there.
I like how her entrance was, and she seems like the more traditional type of witch compared to like the others we've seen, and everyone seems to be geeking out over her. So I'm like, huh.
Which one are we talking about? I want to make sure I'm thinking of the right person. Which one are you talking about?
The older witch that came in with the pointy black hat, riding a broom and shit, like the stereotypical witch.
I think her name is a Shy or something
version,
like that.
No, like the one that looks like the Witcher version of Professor McGonagall / Molly Weasley. Okay, yeah, I fucks with her.
She was like the stereotypical witch, but she was killing me. I'd have been like, wait.
She was the stereotypical older witch that will talk shit when shit needs to be talked. She reminded me. She made me think of. She's like Lady Olenna of the Witcher realm. If Lady Olenna had magic, she would be talking shit like this chick.
She said she knew Philippa. Like, was that a little slap in the face, letting her know that she knows who and what Philippa is, and what that she'll basically be keeping both eyes on her? Because it was kind of a little snub.
100%.
She's like, oh, I'm well aware of who you are.
Philippa is the one who can normally turn into a bird, right?
Yeah.
A bird, yeah.
Because even Trish said she was a little surprised. Yeah, because even Trish said she was a little surprised that Philippa joined the good side. So it's like, all these ones are a little nervous about her. But that old witch just came in letting her know real quick, I know who you are. I was like, all right.
Understandably so.
That made it a little better when she kind of dissed her, handing her a hat like that. I was like, okay, I see why now. But speaking of choosing sides, Fringilla wasted no time showing Vilgefortz her worth. Like, at this point, did you think that she had completely turned on Yen? Or how are you feeling about Fringilla early on?
Sorry, repeat the question.
Did you think Fringilla, when she went out there and she wasted no time showing Vilgefortz her worth? Like, she's like, yeah, Yen wanted me to turn on you last episode, and now she's out there picking mages for him to sacrifice and letting them know which ones would be better. So, did you think she was actually going to be on his side at this point, or were we?
Hell no! And I still, just like I said the previous stream, like I think he was on to her from the get go. So, just like how she was trying to like use him, he was using her. He
saw her from Jump Street, but you never thought she'd turn on Jen. You thought basically she was on Yen's side the whole time and it never turned?
I still think that she was honestly playing the fence.
Oh,
like granted, she's helping Yennefer, but at the
Really?
same time, hey, if Wither S.4 has to go against what's the opposing team that he was like he's kind of like working for, but then Nilfgaard, but then she was kind of like against Nilfgaard because they almost get her executed type thing. But then in this episode we saw he went to Nilfgaard and he left. I'm like, what?
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't
boss.
think. Yeah, I never thought that when she went over there, she was actually working for him and she was gonna like go against Yen. I thought they both absolutely received the assignment. They understood the assignment, and now they are putting plots A, B, and C to get to whatever goal they're trying to get to. I don't think that he saw that off rip because he's very arrogant, and we know this about Vigor Force from the very beginning. He's very arrogant, and I don't think he counted on her actually being loyal to Yennefer or any of the other witches.
But yeah, he was probably just keeping both eyes on her, just watching. It's like she'll slip up at some point. But back at the refugee camp, we were getting like all kinds of reunions. Like I liked when Yarpen showed up and Yasker kind of played the audience again. Like, yep, I know you, but what's your name again? Like that's exactly how I felt.
That's all of us.
Which one was Yarpen? Which one was
little
Yarpen?
Dwarf with the hammer? This little sick bulk.
Yes, yes. Awesome. Yo. My favorite race in the whole series, not just The Witcher, but all of the surrounding things that have come out within that world. The dwarves are key. That like the dwarves are my Dorne. Yeah, if I was in Westeros, I'm definitely going to vacation in Dorne or the Summer Isles. If I go there, I'm fucking with the dwarves. They know how to party and they are awesome and great fighters.
Oh, they get it. Poor Bietta found her folk only to find out that her sister's being accused of being a witch and about to be burned at the stake. Like, what was with that nutjob priest? Like, why was he blaming innocent girls of being witches? Like, didn't he have enough problems being a refugee? Like, why screw over these little girls?
Yeah, I just instantly thought of the Salem witch trials. Like when I'm seeing this scene, I'm like, are there really damn witches here? Or are you just trying to gain some power or some shit, man? Just stop it.
100%. That's exactly what it was. That was just a freaking power grab, which you could tell how easily it was going to break down though once we get to the scenes where Geralt comes in. It's like, oh, you want to burn them as witches? Okay, well, what's your proof? And the list that they go down on, like, oh, you're mad because that woman didn't want to be raped, so she knocked you upside your fucking head and busted your shit open, and now you're mad that you're bleeding. That doesn't make her a witch, dude. Pay attention.
I also like how all the rats keep telling each other like what to do and how to feel and like calling it like they're looking out for each other. Like Kaylee telling Missile, I'm just looking out for you. She's doing better than you are, it seems. Like, who are you looking out for? And Missile, who do you think you're talking to? Telling Siri when I say it's time to go, you better listen. Like, yeah, you can tell that story walking.
Okay.
Like, you gonna learn today. Shit.
I feel like I have to interject as, you know, being a part of like two of those communities that Missile is in, you know, a black woman in that type of world, and also lesbian black woman in that type of world. Missile, baby, I want to root for you. Okay, you know, in the words of Tyra Banks, we were rooting for you, and I want to continue to do that, but you need to fucking check yourself right here, because no, very clearly, I feel like you just reassess the shit that comes out of your mouth and reassess how you're actually looking at this situation. Because Siri, I think she read the room correctly, and no, bitch, you just trying to be in control on some shit, and I don't fuck with that. So we need to go ahead and find a way to move past this so we can get it back. No, okay. I did not like her in that moment when she was running that shit down to Siri like that. I thought it was stupid.
Oh, it was terrible. Talking about you know best when it's time to bounce. How about the fact that we're being followed? Like, he had nothing to say about we've been followed for how long.
It's been It's been like 3 or 4 fucking villages that this girl has told you, something is a little bit sus. We might need to maybe check out. Maybe let's skip this job and go somewhere else. It's just I don't like people that get into that. They get in, they get too comfortable, and they feel just the little tiniest iota of power, and it sends them on a tangent. Not cool.
Who were those two guys Kaylee was talking to in town? Siri didn't seem to like the vibe she was getting from them.
I didn't like their vibe either.
The men that were following them?
No, it was two other guys that Kaylee was talking to. Two other dudes.
Yeah, they were lurking.
He was over there talking to him about something. Siri's like, "Who's that?" And this was like, "I don't know. Don't worry about it. We're friends."
I don't know. Right. And I half expected in that scene, like when they walked away, that the dude, the rat that was in the group was actually going to like turn and look at her, because very clearly he was plotting. Yeah. Like he's been plotting since like episode 2 when we saw him hide the wanted poster.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this was the culmination of all of that.
Yeah. But back in camp, it was ridiculous how easy it was to turn the simpletons in the refugee camp. Like Geralt said, trial by combat, and that crowd went from burner to fight real quick.
That crowd just wanted blood. They didn't care about, that's a witch, let's burn the witch, or this and that.
You know what?
That priest
and the real fucked up thing about that is the priest knew that from jump, like that's what he was banking on to be able to lawfully set these girls on fire. But then Geralt gave him that Uno reverse. It's like, well, if you look at it this way, then maybe like you should actually be burned at the stake, and it switched. So again, the reasoning that they tried to do right there was stupid, because let's we don't need trial by combat. First notion that you're a bitch made, you refuse to trial by combat, and then you bring out this obscene test. Like it's basically the tie them up in a bag, toss them in the river, and if they sink, then they were human, but if they don't, then they were witches and they deserve to die. Either way, that ends up in death. And Geralt was not trying to have that, so he nipped that shit in the bud. Trial by combat. And the priest changed up that shit real quick. Like, oh no, we don't need that. Just here. If anybody can pick up this hot poker of a horseshoe without any tools, then that means that they're divinely blessed and they can deem these girls innocent.
Speaking of shook, did you see Missel's face when Ciri took out those 3 goons in under 5 seconds? Talking about you're going to take care of me.
Ooh,
yeah.
Shook is not even a strong enough word, bro. She was worried.
She was like, "Oh, wait a minute."
Because, bitch, where the fuck did you pull up this superhuman Moon Knight level of sword wielding that you're doing right now? And I feel like if they were paying attention, they would have already seen that in Ciri. Is Ciri in hiding? Yes, but does she try to like really hide her nature when it comes into things that she does on instinct? No, not at all.
It was interesting to see Amir smart enough not to challenge Vilgefortz. Like even Skellen came in asking questions, talking about, well, isn't my lord feeling a little extra generous today?
I mean, he is known to be the most powerful mage in the continent, so I would like second guess certain things.
Just gonna let that mage deceive you and walk right out of here untouched? Like, why did Skellen think he could do anything about it?
That part, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can be all you want as the quote unquote emperor or whatever, but when you go up against a mage that is of his caliber and level,
you better have something.
I think you absolutely need to know how to shut the fuck up, because if you can't beat him, the last thing you want to do is cross him.
I mean, Skellen's not an idiot, so why did he want to go follow him? Like, what did he think he was going to do? Maybe just have enough guys to overtake him, but I don't know.
This is a man that's trying to marry and bone his daughter to make an even more magical baby. I don't understand any of his motives or how he's going about getting them.
No. Well,
because I was questioning from last stream. I was like, maybe he just tried to marry her and that's it. No, he wants to put a damn seed in her. I'm like, what Targaryen shit is this?
But no, it's not even like you like what you just said. You thought he just wanted to marry her. Even that is corrupt. No, Because why would a man ever be marrying his daughter? Ew. Do you know the only cases I've ever heard of that happening are freaking psychopaths that are locking women and their daughters or people they've kidnapped in basements for years. And luckily one of them gets to escape and tell the world so that all of their suffering can end. No, it's not cool. I don't with putting his seed in her. Ew, gross, disgusting, disgusto. But then even just marrying her though, why would you do that? Ew.
Well, they kind of did that back in the day just to keep the bloodlines pure, but that's messed up.
Not it was never between father and daughter. It was never between mother and son. Like if it was like uncles or cousins and stuff, that was the norm. Absolutely. But a father marrying his daughter and then actually putting it out in the crowd, like, yeah, she needs to have my child. Ew. No, that was not normal.
Serious sword fighting is clean, yeah. But what burglars in the crowd was comic relief? I don't know which ones you're talking about.
The
there.
Burglars in the crowd.
The antagonizer, the Empire. We found.
Is he referring to the ones that try to steal the horse?
Oh, and maybe in the crowd of the mob back at the refugee camp.
Oh, when they were in the woods.
Yeah. I don't get those characters are annoying as hell. Yeah, I wish they would just get got. He was antagonizing the Emperor. Found out he doesn't like the Emperor. Yeah, that's why. I guess that's why I wanted him to go after him. Like, yeah, let's go after him, hoping that he'll kill him or something like that. But yeah, he was kind of talking shit because we do find out later that he's actually working against the Emperor, which I like to see that. I can't wait to see what's going on with that. It looks like they're called rats too because they got a rat nailed to the door.
On the fucking door. Like, who is this? Some weird ass like early medieval thing of taxidermy? Because how do you have a dead animal staked to your door and you not smelling nothing? Like the clubhouse don't stink with it being right there. The whole castle hallway that it's in don't stink.
Well, Skellen tries coming up with a very feasible plan, but Amir was not having it. Like that, like you said, that Targaryen super freak was like, I will be getting my daughter pregnant and no one else. I was just like, eeh. But it was nice when Yennefer broke out the Stark tech that we got to see, and Fringilla was like playing. She is indeed playing Vilgefortz. Like, oh, that was some deep undercover shit. But yet she's still on the side of Yen, so I was happy to see that because I didn't know. I was like, is she going to turn on her?
Right. That's. I literally that alone is one of the things that has that made me love Yennefer even more because she's prepared with these freaking magical Bluetooth radio converters to where they can talk because they are damn near, you might as well say they are worlds apart where they are on that continent right now. This is almost the equivalent of Nymeria and Arya being able to warg Nymeria from Bravos across the salty ocean, across half of the fucking Riverlands to still have those wolf dreams and to tell Nymeria to pull Catelyn out the river. That's some next level.
Tony Stark was jumping multiverses and dropped off some Stark tech and was like, here you go.
100% right. Look, he saw what his ancestors were doing and he expounded on that.
That one guy said Cassidia's daughter almost got her throat slit by a highborn. So I guess she meant it when she said she knew who Falca was.
Oh, yeah. The chick that they pulled over on the side of the road. Yeah. And you know what? I understand what that woman was saying because if I got pulled over on a wagon like that and I was on my way home and some little young buck that I absolutely know was in high court the last time I was in Central when her grandmama was still in charge, I'm gonna call you the fuck out.
Why was she trying to highball her if she knows that's the princess? It's like, who are you? Then you are a lowborn still to me. So why are you trying to get all uppity?
Because she looks down on her. That is a very egotistical, arrogant princess that got pulled out of that carriage. And she doesn't care. She doesn't think that anything she says is wrong. She's what is it they call?
She's not even a princess. She's a goat herder. She has a lot of goats.
It doesn't matter. Her family is still rich off of them goats, though. Right. I think it's what's the word? I think is affluenza or something, like when basically someone is suffering from having too big of an ego. That's what that chick is. Magic Bluetooth, yes, and they put that to good work.
Oh, that's awesome. Skellen said he's going to come into that he's come into some info that, if used correctly, could destroy an empire. So, to what exactly is he referring, do you think? Skellen,
Go ahead, Fandom.
the bounty hunter for Emir.
Yeah,
when he went to that secret meeting of the rats, he went in there saying that I've come into some info that, if used correctly, could destroy an empire. What do you think he was talking about?
I thought he was referring to Siri, because isn't she referring to like a weapon that can pretty much destroy empires? Because she has like can pretty much manipulate time and space.
But I don't think he knows about all that.
I thought people did, because isn't the whole thing of if you control Siri, you pretty much like win this war?
The emperors and the mages and the sorcerers all know that, not the common folk. I don't think so.
Well, I think didn't what's his name tell him that though? Because that was kind of the gist of the conversation he went and had with the rats, isn't it?
I think that's I think what he was referring to was Emir is about to marry a fake daughter. I think that's about as high as his station goes. And even for them, that's enough. Like, the emperor's lying, that's not his daughter. There is no prophecy about to be fulfilled. He's lying. I kind of think that's what he's talking about, but I'm not sure. But yeah, we shall see. But yeah, when he going in talking, I think that's what he's saying. So I think he's going to spread that rumor. He's going to get everybody pumped up, let them know that he's going to marry her because it's his plan, and then he's going to tell all the small folk that that's a fake Siri and the emperor's lying. So he loses his power.
That's going to bring it all to life. Yeah, and it helps in the rebellion. That's basically what's happening. Is he's planning a coup? Well, not necessarily a coup, but he's planning a rebellion to get him out of there. And then I don't know who. Maybe he plans on finding Siri and bringing her back to be the rightful ruler, because that is her, and he was loyal to her grandmama, if I'm remembering correctly.
Well, speaking of fake, I knew I was going to be so happy when that fake ass priest finally got his, talking about we already have a trial by ordeal. He said if anybody can remove the horseshoe unharmed, the girls could go free. So who is it? But nobody but my guy Reggie comes up and just
Larry Fishburne.
I didn't expect like him to do it. I was wondering how they were going to do it. And next thing you know, he does it. I'm like, hey,
no,
makes sense.
Up out of nowhere.
I thought he would be the only one to do it. Because we know everyone has their skill sets, and does Geralt have great swashbuckling skills? Yes, he does. Does he have skills with the random supernatural? Yes, he does. But for something like this that isn't really going to call on the power of a Witcher, I think Morpheus read the room correctly, and he was like, you know what? I don't need no bloodshed right here, even though we do find out there's a reason that he likes blood. But he goes, hey, priest, this is what you was looking for, right? Well, here I am with the thing in my hand.
Not gonna lie, that's something that Wolf would do.
That's what I'm saying, which is how you know these fucking this damn priest and all of his followers were on some bullshit. And that gives you the leeway to just cut every last one of them fucking down. And that's what starts happening. And I wasn't mad at it at all, because fuck y'all. What do you mean you're blaming these two girls? Two girls, mind you, that arrived there shortly, just a few minutes ago from where y'all saw them. They came on the carriage with Geralt. They weren't in your party.
They already had
one. I did laugh when they said that the girl killed the cat and made it into stew. And then it's just the cat's right there. And he's like, no, the kid brought the cat back to life.
How the fuck do you even know what those cat bones look like? You just automatically assume your cat went missing, instead of you can't afford to feed it anymore, and now it's going to give into its animal instincts and go hunt in the woods. That doesn't mean
how ridiculous the old witch trials used to be. I think.
Exactly. Oh, you are correct. No, that's exactly how it was. And yeah, I will never forget like the full story on that one of my history teachers taught me in like my sophomore year of high school. And yeah, that is what solidified what the ridiculousness of the witch trials were. And I like how they handled it here.
And fuck that friar that kicked over the hot coals trying to set the girls ablaze anyway with all the commotion going on. I hope he better have got his too. I was just like,
they won the trial. They won the thing that you challenged them to, and burn them anyway. You don't think that some of those small folk are gonna remember that shit?
Yeah, that's crazy. What kind of sick psycho cult was that? Just a little too excited to be out there burning girls alive. I was like,
way too excited. But in all fairness, though, we do have to remember that was a refugee camp. They have gone through trauma after trauma after trauma, having to leave their settlements. However, don't accuse people of doing bullshit that you know they didn't do just so you can keep you a little bit of power.
You got enough of your own bullshit. Why are you trying to hurt others? That's crazy. And what the hell was Regis out there holding scalding hot irons and just doesn't even leave a mark on them? I was like, okay, I got some questions. What is happening?
If we can recall, I did say there was some shit up with this man.
Oh, of course.
In our last stream. I didn't know exactly what it was, but everything about him, as honorable and helpful as he was, there was something sus in that behavior, and we get the reveal.
Well, as Geralt and Jaskier free the girls, Nilfgaard soldiers up and soldiers show up and start killing all the refugees. And when that bastard was riding Beata down, I was like, you better not. You did not just slit that little girl's throat. What are they doing? Are they trying to go Game of Thrones on us?
Apparently.
Oh, that was
bro. Nah, I feel like they went even beyond Game of Thrones on this one, bro. Because there was no reason for that.
That was horseshit.
It did not have to happen.
Expected the priest to get stabbed. You knew he was going to get his. Even the Salem witch trials didn't last very long, mostly because he's got it. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, well, yeah, and that's with the Salem witch trials. What ended up happening, if I'm remembering my history lessons completely, is one of the young ladies that had been in that town for whatever reason. She didn't live there, but she was like traveling through there. They hemmed her up and tried to kill her on that bullshit. But then her dad came through after like a couple days of her not checking in with the relatives she was supposed to be going to. And that's what blew the whole story open. It's like, you accused this girl of doing this and this and that. And it's like, yes, my lord, we had proof of that. Bitch, that was my fucking daughter. And they're like, and that exposes exactly what those trials were. Fake bullshit.
Yeah, that was brutal, Jake. I didn't like that one at all. They did
brutal,
not
bro.
That was shock value or just to hurt us. Like they did that just to hurt us. Like that was messed up.
I mean, I don't think those are mutually exclusive. Did they do it to hurt us? And, give a little tear heart jerker? Yes, but is it something that could have also happened during the witch trials? Yeah.
That was messed up. As Gerald sat there holding a dying Beata in his arms, his spidey senses started tingling, and he told Tavler to run, and instantly got clubbed over the head. Like, even whilst asleep, so he was out, but even whilst asleep, Ciri could feel Gerald's pain, and he knew he was in trouble. Like, how is their connection so strong? Like, is it simply because she's his child of destiny, or how?
Yeah, exactly that.
You think so?
I don't think it's just that.
What do you think it is, AK?
I think it is that with the child of destiny, but I think it's also the love and care that they have organically cultivated between each other. And we all saw those scenes, her, Geralt, and Yennefer actually being off the grid, chilling by the beach, and enjoying a nice, quiet life. I don't think that was something that was faked at all. And I think again, it's not just that it's that Ciri, his child of destiny, that's like their ultimate happiness all around for all three of them. If that makes sense.
That'd be tight. Skellen goes to meet Leo, the famous bounty hunter, and when we meet him, like, we see he hunts witchers for sport. Like, if you've seen the Rats movie, you know this guy does not play around, and it's probably not going to end well for our little gang of misfits. Which, shout out to AK for putting me onto that one. I can't wait. We are absolutely doing that one. That's sick.
I told you right.
Hell yeah.
So does he appear in that special?
Oh, he
or no?
is that. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. He is
I didn't
that.
see it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it's not. Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
well-
crazy, like how much that story has to do with this story. It's not like just a complete
Exactly.
offshoot. It's all woven in. Like it's
Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't just make that like 2 episodes.
Definitely, and it as odd as it may seem to tack in, it is a pretty decent adventure story. So
Sounds awesome.
yeah, I would definitely recommend go and check it out because you will understand some of their motives so much more if you have that backstory. Yeah.
Tell us about the rats. Like, yeah, you have to watch it, and it is worth 2 hours of your life. I'll tell you that. I was all
100%.
in. It was a fast 2 hours. I was like, it's over already.
Right, yeah, exactly. When it was over, I was like, "Oh shit! Wait, hold on, no, rewind. There's no more."
That was crazy.
That, like they could have had their own. Yes, right, exactly. It opens like right where we left off.
So I'm like, that's my thing. Is like, so are we supposed to? Is that why it's its own offshoot? Are you supposed to wait to the end of the season to see that, or because it's kind of messed up now? Now I'm like, oh shit. So yeah,
right.
Crazy.
At this point, right, you could see where all the building blocks are with this episode 3 and 4 being taken into context also. So yes, fandom and anyone that is listening, go watch.
Yeah, I haven't watched any further, so I don't know where in the series it would be best to do it. Like if I see the next 2 episodes and then it kind of falls into that, then we'll do the review before we do the final 2. But yeah, I got to kind of play it by ear because I haven't seen any further than what we're reviewing right now. But yeah, because that's a pretty big deal. I was like, holy shit,
for
really?
Sure, yeah.
Open like this, just here. We got this going on. I was like, what?
I told you, right? Yo, crazy. And I found that shit on accident. I was not looking for it. I just logged on to Netflix because I wanted to officially watch like the English dub version of The Glory TV show. And if y'all haven't watched The Glory, I guarantee if you like a good revenge plot, it is the greatest revenge story you will ever watch. Go check that out. And DJ, if you want to talk about it, I will be down.
Jake says we're supposed to watch it after the season. Did I say that we do it after the season? I mean, maybe that is when it goes. Yeah.
No, I think he's meant to say he's saying like you're meant to watch the episode after the season ends, not before the season.
Really?
Right. That makes sense. Well, that makes a lot of sense because
for maybe how they began that series, maybe, but for everything else that came after, that was just the rat's backstory. I don't think.
Yeah.
Because I think we still need to watch it before.
Because in the next episode, they talk about it and have already happening. So part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to talk too much.
Yeah, the bulk of what's happening here happened after the things that happen in the Rats movie.
Okay, so Netflix says that, which makes sense just because of how it opens. But yeah, that's crazy. All right, cool. So yeah, I guess we'll be doing that one right after. That'll be the one right after the season ends because I'm ready to talk about some.
For sure, yeah, it'll be a good one.
Yeah. Oh, but Skellen tells him that Ciri means a great deal to the Emperor, but says to kill her anyway. So methinks if you wanted her dead, you shouldn't have let on that she's so important to the Emperor, because now he may keep Ciri alive just as an extra bargaining chip.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Skellen kind of slipped up there. And of course, now seeing the So yeah, crazy. That's a Fade to Black. That was a crazy episode, and I was here for this one. I loved it. How about you, fandom? What do you think of this episode?
That was a good episode. Can't complain. Especially the whole like horseshoe thing got me off guard. I was like, what the fuck?
Like, what is happening with this Reggie character? I need some answers. What did you think about this one, AK?
I really liked it. I will give it an 8.75 flaming hot horseshoes. And yeah, there was maybe a tad bit of filler here, but it did lead us to some good backstory with some of the characters, and I like how they're moving forward, and I'm waiting for that convergence to happen, because that's usually how these stories go, and everybody's on their own side quest, and then they come back together before the big finale. And I think that's what will happen at the end of this season. So fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes.
I was here for it. I only got just a couple of trivia questions. See if anybody remembers about this. If you're watching now, put the answers in the chat box. If you're watching later, put it in the comment section down below. First and foremost, what is the magic called of turning into an animal?
Transfiguration?
No. Incorrect.
No, you're thinking Harry Potter.
Haha, I'm not wrong.
I mean, genre. Technically, you're not wrong. I don't remember what they call it here. Is it like shape shifting or shifting shape or something to that effect?
That's incorrect. Yeah, Jake, me too. That was the worst part of the episode. They did not need to kill her just for effect like that. That was so pointless.
Yeah,
so,
no, they didn't.
It is weighing hard on Geralt, which we see in the next episode. Like that is weighing
because that little girl was like specifically once they got to that camp was like, hey, Geralt, my family might be here. And this baby girl, and I feel like Geralt, why didn't you say that they absolutely could not be the witches that have caused any ailment towards your people? Because we literally all just got here in the same wagon.
And I'm a witcher and I don't sense it. How about that? I can sense it better than everybody and I don't sense it. How about that? Like
that part.
I'm a damn witcher.
It doesn't
and I'm
make
telling
sense.
You that's not a witch. How about we take my word for it over this Yahoo over here? Like that is just
all right. And he said, like, well, we outnumber you, and okay, yeah, you do, you and your people do outnumber him, but he's a witcher. This is fucking Geralt of Rivia, though. He would plow through all of them folks.
He would have, but even Reggie told him, like, if you do that, then you become the monster you're trying to beat. Like, you got to find a better way. So, like, he told him, like, yeah, you could mow all these guys down, but that's not the way to do it. Then you just become the monster that you're trying to fight. Which
I don't know. Like if you threatening some babies that I claim in my family and my heart as my own, I might if you push me hard enough, I might not give a fuck. Yeah, and I will murk you and whoever the fuck else you got behind you to keep them safe. So
Well, Fandom asked earlier, what was the old witch's name that actually dressed like a witch?
I called her Professor McGonagall the whole time I was watching, so I don't know. Actually, in my brain, I went between Professor McGonagall and Molly Weasley because she, what I did title her officially was the Lady Olenna, the Queen of Thorns of the Witcher realm, because she had some moxie.
Oh, everybody knows her name. Put it in the comment section down below.
Isn't it Ashari or something like that?
That's pretty close. We're gonna give it to you, Siri.
It is close. Yeah.
Siri, well done.
But
nice call.
Remind me next episode, though, DJ, because there was a specific title I gave to that witch. If it's the right one I'm thinking about.
Hey Siri,
I think you'll like it.
Who was the amazing mermaid? This is a deep cut. I'll be shocked if I
get this. You son of a bitch. I fucking knew you would have that on there, but I didn't write it down.
Siri
my meds were kicking in and I could not be bothered to write anything.
Who was the amazing mermaid? You know that? Put in the comments. That's a deep cut. Anybody gets that, I will be shocked.
It really is. Like, I want to say Tiberius, but that's not it. I know it's not.
What was the name of the woman Siri cut her hair off?
Oh, something with a fucking C, wasn't it? The daughter of some random bullshit duke. They used to go to court all the time. And the only reason the bitch was talking shit was because she recognized who Siri was, which was interesting because she didn't let that fact be known.
And it's interesting, if you really know who she is, then you know you really shouldn't be talking shit. You're going to talk shit to the lion cub of Centria? Are you nuts? Come on now.
Right. Exactly. And that's how you know, like, them second branches and third branches, vessels of families. A lot of times they don't be shit. That's why you're not in the main branch of the family.
Nope.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not any of that. I swear it starts with the C. Okay, wait, DJ. I never asked for hints. Does it start with the C?
It does not.
It does.
Close.
I
but
swear
no.
I can see the shit forming in my brain.
It
I
starts
just
with what
can't make
rhymes
it
with the
out
C.
yet. Rhymes with the C. Yeah, there's so many letters that rhyme with the C. That's not helpful. There's B,
Where did
D, E, G.
last but not least, where did Leo say he had a run-in with the rats?
In the prequel series?
He said it in this one.
No, it's not in the prequel. Yeah, he said it in this one. I just can't remember what he. I
So
remember the
rats? He's like,
conversation.
yeah, I had a little run-in with them in this place.
Yeah, the scene is in my brain. I just can't think of what it was called. And just because Thrones always bleeds into everything, because of how you said that, I want to say they were in Flea Bottom, but that's a completely different universe. So that's not the answer. I know, but it
say it a lot in the
fits.
next episode, but yeah, they said in this one, he's like, yeah, I had a little run-in with
Yeah. It's you're right. It's clarified a lot more in the next episode. Yeah, I don't remember.
And it's not Vegas. Even though it should be. Oh,
he
man.
He stumped us. He got it on this round.
Oh, that's going to do it for episode 3. We're going to keep it moving with The Witcher season 4, episode 4, A Sermon of Survival. And while shocking to no one, Geralt and the Bard still live, but it's a bit like of an out of the frying pan and into the fire situation, as now Geralt is in the hands of Centurion soldiers, one of whom was there the day Geralt came for his child of destiny. And that soldier tells him that his dear Ciri now sits beside Emir. So at least Geralt thinks he now knows where to look. Or, yeah, he thinks.
Wait.
But what's that?
Can I ask, did y'all recognize who this person was?
He was from Game of Thrones. I didn't until you just said that.
And
But
that was no, not Game of Thrones. From House of the Dragon. That was Sir Westerling.
Westerling, yeah, I knew it was one of the House.
The King's Guard.
There you go.
That was Sir Westerling.
Nice. How harsh would that be living back then, though? Hearing news like that and then having to travel weeks only to find out it was fake news? That would be brutal.
Out of all of the modern conveniences we have now, the flow of communication would be the biggest thing I have a problem with. And it's just like I think the name of the show, I think it was like a Pony Express or something, and it was basically like the first order of the post office and how they delivered messages. It's wild to think about.
Well, we see Radovid as every bit the terrible king that we said it thought he'd be. Like, he has zero interest in ruling, but Dijkstra is determined to prop him up until he can find a king more worthy to puppet. But speaking of puppets, like, who's that little blonde gopher working for Radovid? Like, Dijkstra was heated out there whipping on a tree, and that one comes out and was like, look, you can keep wasting your time here, or I could just show you what the cat dragged in.
Or,
like, who is this little man?
Where the fuck did you come from, bro?
Talking about,
who sent you?
Is he playing game? Like, so does that mean the whole making like Geralt scream loud enough for Radovid to hear was actually Blondie's idea? And if so,
that's my assumption.
Yeah. So he's out here playing chess when everybody else is playing tiddlywinks.
Right, something like he wanted everybody to be turned away from that shit. So Geralt didn't pique debauchery. Yeah, well, that's supposed to kill the admirers, but
that means it was his idea to get Dijkstra to torture Geralt while he took Jaskier to see Radovid. Then Jaskier would hear Geralt scream, ask the king to save him, knowing the king would then make Jaskier to choose the Witcher or me, and then knowing that the Bard would always choose the Witcher, thus sending Radovid into a rage, and then Dijkstra could invoke the king into war and get him to kill Geralt in the end anyway. It was like a win-win for him. I was like, Blondie is working on a whole nother level here.
You know what that sounds like, and y'all can totally go and do your YouTube and Google searches to fact check me on this. That sounds like the peak drama of a Chinese short drama. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm serious. Don't even Google. Just go into your YouTube search bar and type random Chinese short drama English dub. and you'll get a whole new world of things to watch that are absurd and ridiculous, but you can't help but look away.
But yeah, this is just crazy. Like Blondie working on a whole other level is obviously sick
It's
of
wild.
Dijkstra. It's like he's sick of Dijkstra running the show and knows that this whole plan of his will blow up in Dijkstra's face. So Dijkstra has no idea like how much the Bard actually meant to Radovid, and that's the reason like he's been so distracted lately. So Blondie knows once the Bard rejects him again, he will snap and then like turn lust to rage. And all the while, I'm sure whispering in Radovid's ear how Dijkstra is playing him for a weak fool. Like this kid is on a whole nother level. Like, what is he going to be something by the end of the series? Because he is, like I said, he is playing levels above everybody else. If that's what's his plan.
I hope so, but then in the show, you think one person is, next you know, they die at the end. So yeah,
and there's just nothing going on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see.
That is like I said, now that is a strategist right there. But speaking of weak fools, Istrid sees he's been played by Vilgefortz. Like, unfortunately, he realizes it a bit too late. Like, he's given Vilgefortz everything he needs to know now. I was just like, you think if Istrid hadn't seen Vilgefortz change, Vilgefortz would have just let him go on about his business, or was he going to imprison him once he got what he wanted, no matter what?
Was Vilgefortz going to do?
If Vilgefortz was playing Istrid, like he kept dressing up as Yennefer and playing Istrid to get the info. Once Istrid had already given him the info, would he have just walked away and let Istrid be if he hadn't seen him change and realized what was going on? Or was he always going to like nab Istrid and keep him?
But he still would have like continued to like keep him as a prisoner though.
Because do you think that was all? Do you think that was all an illusion and Istrid was actually in that cage the whole time and just didn't realize it? Or did once he punched him, did Vilgefortz warp him through a portal to that?
No, okay, now I get you. Now I get you.
No.
I think that prison, the whole illusion thing. I think the stuff was still real, but he was still in that prison though.
So you think he was already in a prison, and
yeah, he was already in a prison.
Yeah.
It was just that he just like
Yep.
created some type of enchantment that gave him like books and stuff to make it look like this actually is in a prison.
Or
Agreed.
did bring the book, but he was studying those books, so the books had to be real. I kind of feel like Istrid was in his own place doing this thing, and then
no, I think he was like exactly in
he was already there.
Yeah, already there. He probably just conjured that room, and that room just simply just became a prison.
Yeah, Jake thinks he was always in that cage too. It's just all an illusion.
Yeah.
That's
Agreed.
crazy. I assumed he let him change. Yeah, I don't know. That was crazy. I was like, did he just portal him back to this prison because he's in charge of all the portals, or has he always been?
He could have too, but I prefer the other latter, where he was simply just in a prison and he just created an illusion of, oh no, you're not really in a prison. You're in this room.
How can he create an illusion of all those books that Istrid actually needed?
The man is the powerful mage. Let the writing write itself.
Right? Like, what? Have you ever watched?
Istrid's studying for something that he doesn't know, that Vilgefortz obviously doesn't know, that he needs Istrid to find
He probably
out.
put him in a prison and just made an illusion that that's his room.
Yeah, I think that's
saying,
exactly
how
what
is Istrid
happened.
studying books that Vilgefortz needs information on if Vilgefortz doesn't have that information?
That or as Yennefer, he's like appearing with the books that he might need. He's like, oh, let me go get the book for you. Let me go get the book for you.
Yeah, I think Vilgefortz doesn't have the proper. I don't think he has the proper knowledge to actually transcribe those books or see what they really say, and I think that's why he had to bring in what's his name?
Istrid.
Because if he could take care of those things himself, why would he bring someone like Astrid in? Because Astrid, and I know a lot of folks in the fandom discount him, but he actually is pretty powerful and he's extremely knowledgeable.
He's smart. That's
so yeah, exactly. So that's why I think Vilgefortz had him go in and do the deep dives, because he can handle it and properly report back.
So he imprisons Istrid and lets Fringilla know that she's actually been his prisoner all along as well. He then says he has a special place for her. Well, she'll give him everything he needs. So what's up, fandom? Any idea what he's talking about?
Man, creepy ass, like freaking touching her hair, saying that. I'm like, yeah, stop touching her, man.
I have a question on that also, because like did y'all ever think that Fringilla didn't know she was in a prison? Because I think she fully understood the assignment, and when she went in there, she knew she was going to be an imprisoned double agent.
Well, yeah, I'm being in there.
I think the only person that was surprised. Yeah, I think the only person that was surprised was what's his fucking name? Vilgefort. I think he's the only one that didn't see her coming and what her game was.
I think he did. I think he knew it the whole time, or at least was keeping both eyes on her. Because as soon as she's told the old girl that I don't even know where the portal I got in here,
I think that was the moment where she realized, okay, this is a prison.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, I can't get out of here if I wanted to. I don't even know where the portal's at. Like, I'm stuck here, so there's no way to bring you guys in. I don't know where it's at. But back at Witch Camp, new recruits are showing up, and Yen is ready to get.
She gotta be careful about. Sorry, David, about that one guy who was like eavesdropping when she was doing her like two-way comp meeting. So be careful on that.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly who I was thinking about in the background. Yep.
That might be when Vilgefortz know when old boy told him, like, she talking to something, she up to something. So then Vilgefort really knew. But back out at Yen's spot, she wants to get the training started. And Margarita said, absolutely not. You cannot offer sanctuary and then flip the script when they show up, saying that now they need to fight for their freedom. So whose side do you fall on that? Like, Yen, do you fall on Yen's side who says you need to fight or there'll be no freedom, like there'll be nothing left? Or Margarita who says
Margarita. But at the same time, you see that one chick did turn around and look at that Yennefer like, he's gonna go and like assist with Yennefer.
Wait, hold on. What was the rest of what you were saying about?
I was just saying, Margarita said if they fall in the fight, they need to have these younglings live on so magic and hope survive. So do you fall on the side of there'll be no hope or there'll be nothing left to live for if we don't beat Vilgefortz? Or do we fall on Margarita's side who says if we do fall in this fight, we need these younglings to live on so magic and hopes can live on?
Those two things are not mutually exclusive. I think okay, no. Say it again. Let me make sure I'm assessing correctly.
Jake says he sees both sides. They should have an option to fight, and that's kind of true. But
yeah, and that's what I agree with. But okay, but I'm asking for clarification on what you.
I'm just saying, there's two sides of the coin. Yennefer is saying fight, or there'll be nothing left to live for. He's going to basically imprison everybody and either kill you or you're going to be a slave. It's not going to be a life worth living. Or Marguerite says, hey, yes, we're going to fight to the death, but if we do fall in battle, we need these little girls to like live on so magic can live on, and are basically all sorcery and magic will be dead forever. So it's a tough one. That's why I was asking, like, which side is right? Like, because what's the point of living?
Let the girls decide. Let the girls decide.
Right, exactly. Right. Yeah. What?
Some of them were worried. The others were like, okay, I'm down to the fight. Let's go.
That's just it.
Right. Where was the divide you were talking about? Because I know there's some girls that are, taking a bit more time than others.
That's true. Yen says Vilgefort is coming, and Margarita says, yeah, because of you. But that's not true. Like, he's coming for all mages
not just because of her.
This war. Huh?
Right. But he's coming for all mages because he thinks all mages are responsible.
He wants all mages to fight his daughter. Like, Yen has little to do with it. He's coming for everybody, and we find that out later.
And he wants them on like his royal guard or something or other. And do I see the logic in that? I kind of feel bad for doing so, but it does make sense.
Well, it did look like Yennefer, like you said, is going to get at least one of those young witches to join the fight, because that one hanging in the back almost told her right there, like, I got you. Show me some things and let's do this. So she's going to get at least one of them. Maybe
I feel sad that she might end up getting toasted in the process. I'm like, damn.
She's a red shirt. Are you kidding me?
Wait, hold on. I have to ask, Phantom, do you know that reference?
Yeah, I know what a red shirt is.
Okay. Whew! Restored my faith in my little brother right there.
Philippa comes back with bad news, and this is what I was talking about. The witches she sent to go get for backup were all slaughtered by rogue mages. So I don't think Margarita's right. I don't think you have a choice. You have to fight, or there won't be anything left to live for. Like there won't be a life left because he's coming for everybody. He's coming for all magic. But first off, like I loved how Asir walked over talking about, well, let's not waste this perfectly fresh plucked out eyeball. Such a witchy thing to do. I was like, oh my god. But second,
who the fuck is eating eyeballs out here?
Oh, shouldn't this show like all the rest of the witches that there is no hiding? Vilgefortz is coming for all of them.
Should it though?
Yeah. I mean, old girl Frangilla went to go, not Frangilla, but Francesca went to go, not Philippa. Yeah, it's getting confused. But Philippa went to that spot to go get some more backup to bring more witches, and the rogue mages had already gone there and slaughtered them all. She almost got. Like she took one of their eyes and she barely got out of there. Like there's blood all over her face. She barely got away. So yeah, like there's no hiding. Vilgefortz is coming for all magic. So I don't think there is just a way to hide and like, wait it out. It's like fight or die because he's coming for everybody. But that's what I got out of it. But then we see Geralt is not the only character recast this season because I don't know about you, but I was a little taken aback when B-side Vesemir walked in. Like Trish said, I brought Vesemir. I was like, no, you didn't. Who is this imposter? I was like, that was crazy.
I need to see which scene is this?
Yeah,
Vesemir. When Trish came in, she's like, I brought some backup, but you're
gonna the three Witchers, yeah. But that one guy doesn't look the same, does he? Or is it just me? Okay, no, I was saying that so many times. I'm like, is it because your hair is down and not up or something? Like, what's good here?
That's not the same actor.
Thank good. Okay, so what the hell happened? He was like, oh, Henriette Cavill ain't coming, so I ain't coming.
Sometimes they just need to switch characters.
No,
bro.
I actually had to look it up because I was irritated. I was like, who is this imposter? Hell to the no. You're not doing it twice to me. You're not guessing. But oh boy, he had a scheduling conflict. He was he was doing F1, and he's filming the movie F1, so that one with Brad Pitt. So he couldn't.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Scheduling conflict and couldn't come back for this one, so they had to recast him. But I was like, what is this? You are not sneaking two by me. Come on now. And how did Yennefer think she's going to be able to secure her keep when Vilgefortz controls all the portals and can come and go as he pleases?
Not sure.
What do you think you're going to fortify? Like he can be anywhere at any time. Like that's all messed up. But then we get another showing that Milva is no guy when she shot that dickhead trying to steal Roach. Like, did she mean to just barely wound him? And why is her shots always so off?
I have no idea.
Those two goofballs out in the woods. At first it looked like she shot him right in the heart. I was like, okay, shots back. And then he just gets up and beats her. Like, what the? I don't know. That was messed up. I would have at least blown out a kneecap or something. Like, he had it coming. What are you doing? I don't know. That was a little annoying. But Milva saves Roach, but Camille had to save Milva. And again, you should have placed that dart a little bit better because that was ridiculous. But he asked why she's been helping him, and she said she sees the truth in his eyes and now in his words. It sounds to me like Milva just wants to smash. What's happening, Phantom? I saw that look and hesitation there. Did he just say he had to bounce for a second? Yeah. Oh, do you remember that spot, AK, when they were out in the woods and those two guys were trying to steal the witch's horse, and she shot the one, but then Kahir had to come and save her because he was about to beat her over the head?
Vaguely. And I do apologize for that because I did a quick rewatch before we started and I have not remembered everything.
Jake thinks they'd make a cute couple. What do you think about Milva and Kahir? You like that? You shipping those two?
I did definitely get the nodes. Like I haven't been recording any of my reactions for these episodes, but like the first thing I said once I saw that breakdown was, "Oh, that's about to be a thing." There's no way that's not going to be a thing because she is a good person despite the evils that were given to her in her young life. And I think he kind of sees that, but also she also sees through him a little bit, and that they could be each other's greatest resources in this. And I think the building blocks have been given for that, and I would not be mad if it happened.
The rats are hanging out when Ash comes in with news. The rats are now famous and all have large bounties on their heads. They're all pumped about it. That is all but Kaylee. Like, when is Siri going to realize that cat is going to be a problem?
Bruh.
Like, he is scheming at all times.
Therapy that.
When is Siri going to realize that Kaylee cat is going to be a problem? Because he does not like her, and it's not changing. Like,
I thought she kind of like already knows, honestly. That's the vibes I get.
I mean, she knows that he's a problem, but I think she's still trying to impress him. I don't think she realizes just how he's going to try to screw her and turn her in for a bounty. Like, he's going to try to mess her over big time. And I don't think she sees that.
Once they showed that about him, I have been watching on every turn to see if some fuck shit happened because of him.
All eyes on him. I did like how they brought up Rocaine, though, and like I said, I love the fact that AK brought up the rat spinoff. I had no idea existed last stream. Like,
yeah.
Again, we're definitely going to be reviewing that movie probably right after this season's over. So absolutely worth a watch. But it makes watching this season a little weird. I'm not going to lie. Now it's a little weird.
No, you're right. And right. I'm not even going to hold you on that. You're right, because we got to figure out where the timelines fit in, and I don't think that it was meant to fit just one solitary specific timeline. I think all of those events we saw were in different intervals of this season.
Yeah,
and I like that. I like how they did that.
Yep, Jake, just like AK said, he realizes he's a problem, but I just don't think she realizes the depth of what he's capable of, and it's going to be a serious one. But then 100%. Right on cue, we see Leo the bounty hunter walk in to investigate the murder room Siri had left behind. And you think people like cross to the other side of the street when they see him come in? Because I don't know about you, but if I see a man with a collection of Witcher medallions hanging from his chest walking towards me, I'm about to find another route. Like, that's just.
I mean, unless you can find that at a gift shop, then no. Oh, again, like you said, I'll walk the other way, pretend like I'm blind, anything.
I'm gonna get out that man's way is what I'm gonna do.
Bro, like not even seeing them at a gift shop. I mean, like, some things are just freaking sacred to some peoples. And I feel like if you saw some shit with elven carving, you would know that shit would not be out here outside of some devious plot that happened. Because that's just not how elves operate. Right. And everybody knows Witcher medallions. No respectable Witcher is going to just give you their medallion. So what did you do to get that? And I specifically say, not what did you do to earn that? No, what did you do to take that? Because that's the vibe it's giving off. It's kind of like the Shannara Chronicles book series when it comes to the Knights of the Word. The Knights of the Word have these awesome bow staffs with runes on them, and that's how they fight. And there's a character there that saw somebody that had a whole collection of these staffs, and they were like, oh no, I need to come see you about my comrades. Now I gotta fuck you up. And I feel like that's parallel here, because no, you're not just gonna be able to pick something like that up. That's absurd.
I like how he was able to Dexter the whole scene and see how they all died, though. That was pretty tight. And why'd Siri have to cut off her beautiful locks? Like, it's so hard not to see her as still like the little girl we watched growing up through this series. Like, I am so not ready to be seeing her in all these grown folk situations. I don't know. It's like watching my little sister make out. It's killing me kind of.
It don't even have to be anything about a little sibling. And you know how we be about family. So, you know, I'm on that same mind thread as you are. However, you are on the run, Siri, and you have been on the run since you met up with these kids. Cut your fucking hair, dye it to a different color, and do not stand out. You can't do, as far as we know, you can't do anything about masking your eye color in this era. But for the tools that we do have, you can cut your hair and you can dye it a different color. Don't make yourself so obvious. And this is one of the very few times I will say that Littlefinger was correct. When they got to the Vale and they moved past the gates of the moon, Littlefinger turned to Sansa and said, "Hey, pull your hood up because your hair strands, this is a noticeable, a rememberable shade because not everybody has red hair like that." And I feel like this is the same situation.
Could have said, yeah, she needed to do that if she was trying to hide. And I'm there, Jake. Like,
exactly.
You can't get used to it when they start that. Yeah, it'd be like sitting here trying to watch like little Omega like making out with people. Like, I couldn't do it. I'm just like, no, you're still
little who?
What are you doing? Little Omega from the Bad Batch.
Oh yeah. No. See, and that's another thing. That's another thing that would hem you and Jake and some other people up. Is because you're seeing them in this childlike light. And I feel like y'all need to.
I thought he was going to say Macy Williams.
Correct. Exactly.
I was going to say Macy Williams when she
when she had that scene with Gendry, and everybody was like, no, she can't. That's our baby girl assassin. What the fuck do you mean that's your baby girl assassin? She is a grown fucking woman right now by their standards.
She is still little Arya.
I'm not gonna hold you on that. Yes, in my mind also, she is still little Arya. However, there have been years and many times changed on this. And she's grown up to move with the flow. You can't keep her in that same mindset.
And why is Yasker acting so slow? Like, as soon as Radovid said done, like, you're not spies anymore, he should have said, okay, love to continue this conversation, but can we go get my guy real quick to make sure your guards aren't unnecessarily torturing him real quick? Like, what? I was like, come on. And that was just crazy. But
that's your boy Yasker right there.
Oh, I know. He was shook. He didn't know how to react to that situation. He had a key.
Exactly. He was afraid for his friend. Okay. That is an appropriate response.
That was weird. And speaking of acting so slow, why was Ciri not quicker about recognizing she was in the midst of a monster in that cage? Like, when she finally did realize it, she handled business, but methinks I would have walked over and gave it like one last stab just to be sure it was dead. Like, come on, see, you're a witcher now. What are we doing here?
Before it attacked her or after?
I'm saying before. Why did it take her so long to realize that she was in the a monster was right?
I thought it was like hypnotizing her in a sense. So it's like, okay, I get you. It got me there. Okay, I'll give her that.
Yeah, maybe.
After she pulled it away from that whatever cat, whatever, I would have double stabbed, triple stabbed.
And that also. I feel like she just didn't feel the need to do all of that. She came in and yes, she sensed that maybe something was wrong, and then she hit it with the double tap, and she rolled the fuck out.
I would have gave it the double tap. I wouldn't have just left it laying there. I'd have made sure that thing was dead.
Well, that's what the double tap is for.
But she didn't. That's just it. She just pulled it out and let it lay there. She never hit it again. I was like,
if she was knowledgeable of what it was to the point, I guess, without a host, it would die. So
die out. Yeah. Maybe that's it. And if she got too close, maybe it would jump on her. So it's just better to just let it lay there and die. But I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah. But Dixter's plan worked flawlessly, and Yasker finds himself back locked up. But Dixter needs to be careful what he wishes for, because it's not going to work out well for him the way things are going. But Missile broke it back down for Ciri, letting her know that it's obvious she didn't come from nothing. And Ciri told her that she had a family, but if they're still alive, they're better off without me. So does she really feel that way, or is she just in her feels right now, Phantom? Like the Ciri
in her feels. And it's on episode 4, so we look at episode 2 more, and she's like, Geralt!
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she's going to go back to her. She can't be like that. Like, she can't really be feeling that way. Well, Missile finally won some points back with me when she revealed that it's not just a fling. She actually told Ciri that she loves her. I was like, oh, that was sick. But gotta say, it sounded to me What's that?
I said that was super wholesome.
That was awesome. But gotta say, it sounded to me like B-Side Vesemir is just there to make a last stand and go out with a bang. Because when Yen asked if he thought that they could win, he did not answer yes. Like Vesemir told Yen that I'm gonna kill Villafort. It's the worst monster of all. So how long until he's dead, Phantom?
Pretty much the next episode we see him.
He's gonna die quick. If he's
You just signed it over, and it's so like, and that's literally the quote that girl said in the
Facts.
book. And like he is, so I'm like, oh, he did.
Oh man, that is insanity. He's gonna die. That look on Dijkstra's face when Radovid turned the guards on him was priceless. He was like, wait, what? Like, he said, I saw what you did to my brother, and you will not be pulling that shit on me. Like, I'm also well aware that little game you played with me earlier was a game, and now I'm never going to get none of that little sweet Yasker ass. So off with you, kid. He's had enough. I was like, is he going to wake up and actually be king now? I don't know. Can't Radovid end up being a good king, or is he just too lost?
I don't think he's too lost. I think with proper training, he can absolutely come back.
I think he could definitely be a better king than his brother was. His brother was awful. He was a moron.
100%.
He was literally just Dijkstra's puppet. So yeah, I think this one would
being
actually
absurd,
be
right?
Marshall busted in.
You gotta go visit the Lou.
He busted in saying, Central Justice won't stand to wait not one more minute. He aims to kill Geralt right now. And just as he raises Queen Calitha's blade to take Geralt's life, something rapidly snatched it from his grasp. I was like, whoa, hey, Reggie's back. And at first I was like, how did you not put this together sooner? But honestly, did they really give us enough to go on to figure this out before this scene?
Hell no. At one point I thought he was either a mage or some type of ghoul, whatever, though. But hey. Turned out to be a damn vampire. And Jasper's like, wait a minute, we was here on a vampire?
At least I got it before you asked her. At least I put that together. I was like,
oh, you did?
Well, right before he said vampire, I was like, oh shit, hanging out in graveyards, totally into Geralt's blood-soaked cloth, like super speed, super strength, vampire. But then I thought vampires could burn. So how is he able to grab
it depends on like the vampire and like what universe they're in. Like some can actually like go into sunlight, some can. Depends on if they have like some type of magical like emblem or whatever. But I guess in this show, there could be this different class of vampires.
I guess.
But even then, it's like Geralt didn't even like know he was a vampire himself. So I'm guessing they must be like different type of vampires, or maybe in this world in The Witcher, like you can't like really tell until like they reveal themselves or do something.
Yeah, Geralt knew something was up, but he didn't quite know what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought like in most worlds, I thought like you could burn a vampire, but it wouldn't kill them, but they'd still be burned. So I was like, how was he able to grab a hot horseshoe and it not leave a mark on his hand?
Well, here's the breakdown. It really depends on the original world of that vampire, because like Fana was just saying, there are some vampires that are immune to sunlight, and it's not something that they can get like right away. But like in the case of Celine in Underworld, she only got the day vampire survival powers from Corvinus, like the not even granddaddy, but like the supreme granddaddy of the Corvinus line. And that's how she was able to beat his sons, because he made her stronger. And it goes into the same thing with in some cases in the Lost Boys, where they all had different traits that they were strong in, and the Twilight series also. And I'm not talking about Twilight series movies, but like the backstory that you'll find if you research some of the things in the Qualuit tribal history for that movie, you'll get what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's say again, I agree with Fandom. It's not just from one particular thing.
So now we see old Regis is a vampire, so Geralt figures it's probably best to just go ahead and part ways and leave it right here. And I don't know, what's up, Fandom? If you just told a vampire that saved your life that you wanted to part ways, are you trying to drink any special elixir that he just gave you?
Hell no to the no.
No. Hell to the no.
I'm sorry. Hell, I said it even the first time we saw this man. I ain't drinking anything, eating from this man until I truly know what the hell he is. And I still won't even freaking eat or drink from him probably after 5 years.
Absolutely
or so.
not.
I don't even care if I'm a damn witcher.
I was like, what are you gonna trust drinking anything?
He was able to like figure it out like what the concoction is, just to like recreate the lecture that almost like all those witches be drinking to become a super soldier. I don't know.
Smart. He was able to do it just from Geralt's blood, but yeah, that was crazy. So as they made their way out of the camp, Yasker said that he had it handled, and it looked like he had it anything but handled. Like, do you think he actually had any kind of plan, or was he just making it up as he went when he tried to walk out of that camp with Geralt?
Make it up as we go along.
Those soldiers they snatched him up.
Those plans are the best, honestly, in this world.
He was saying, he's like, I still have it under control. Stay back, Geralt. I have it under control. I was like, you had nothing under control. They had you up in the air.
At all.
Talking about, yeah. I'm like, well, either way, he was lucky Milvin the dwarf show up and save his ass, but I don't know. It was great to see everyone is still alive, but what are you doing, Yasker? That was a mess. The happy reunion didn't last long, though, as Geralt hears Nilfgaardian soldiers up on the hill. They are surrounded, and Geralt weighs his option and decides that it was indeed worth taking a shot of Reggie's new elixir. And speaking of Reggie, do you think we're ever going to see him again this season?
Of course.
Which one was
Every
Reggie?
time when you tell someone that, I can't believe you HK just said that. He only calls him by Reggie.
What? What, bro? You know I be bad about names. You know I be bad about names.
That's why he calls him Reggie. That's why he calls him Reggie.
Absolutely. That is hilarious.
Well, okay, no, explain. What is it?
I'm just saying, do you think we're going to see him again by the end of this season? Or is his character arc done already?
No, which one? I'm genuinely confused. Which one was
Reggie? Lawrence. Are we going to see Lawrence Fishburne again?
Larry Fishburne. Oh yeah, I think if he isn't dead by the end of the season, which I don't think he will be, we will absolutely see him next season. Because there's I've been saying from the beginning, like Homie's base of operations is in a cemetery.
Yeah,
and I understand that because he doesn't want to be around living folks that are causing war and displacing people as it is. That makes sense. You want to chill there, but then there's this other extracurricular shit that you can do, and you make yourself look a little bit sus.
Oh, he's a vampire.
But I am intrigued by his character.
He's doing
vampire shit in The Witcher. He's doing vampire shit in The Witcher world, and I feel like that equates to it could be something cool in our world.
Yeah. Jake said, vampire or not, he's your vampire. He's been very helpful, and he just saved your life. Agreed. That's
exactly.
What I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
He hasn't hurt anybody yet. If he was going to take somebody out, he would have done that. So,
right. What are you going to send him home for? He literally has been there the whole time. I think because he wants to low-key be the hand of the king. And when I say the hand of the king is he wants to be by Geralt's side. Because
seems like he's been like ostracized as like a vampire. That's what it kind of seems
from everywhere.
Like. That's why he's like by himself in a graveyard.
But if he's with Geralt, nobody's really going to look at him like that. And Geralt also will see the usefulness that he can have.
I'm saying he'd be very useful. Why are you kicking him out the crew? Like he's obviously not after anybody with you. So what are you messed up about? But Geralt's like he's supposed to kill monsters, not let them come through. And sooner or later, he knows this man's going to have to eat.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's not totally wrong on that though.
Out there, so.
I mean, we haven't seen him meet any humans this far.
Oh, we did hear the man scream. Yasker,
but before then, nothing.
No. See, you know why that doesn't count? No, that doesn't count literally because this was also a plot point in the Underworld series. Okay. Victor was always let's stick to quote unquote vegetarians or whatnot. And what did Craven say? He could never stick to his own rules, so he always went out to get a random human family that he could drain dry. But he saw you that one night, and he couldn't bear it because you reminded him of his daughter. And I think that's the situation we're in here.
Plus, we don't know what these type of vampires, like how long they can go without feeding. So maybe that's why we haven't like seen them.
We know it's not forever. So sooner or later, it's gonna have to eat.
You know,
oh, there's Jasper, man. So there you go.
And that's with every. No, see that's what I'm saying. That's with every vampire. And I think, you know, once they get back on track and like every vampire type lore, whether it's a blood disease or they were turned or they were born with it, whatever, there's some random, not even a catch-22, but just something that makes them different to where if they needed to survive a thing, they could.
Well, speaking of getting back on track, if Radovid's general didn't show how green he was earlier by talking smack to a king, now he's out there in the middle of the battle, not keeping his head on a swivel. Like, did you not hear the swords clanging behind you? How are you gonna have your back turned just talking about, oh, great idea? That I was like, if you don't turn around, like he got real quick. He had it coming because he is too stupid to live. But I liked how Geralt like grabbed that one dude by the face and just was walking him down the path. I was just like, oh my God. Then he just headbutts him like 15 times and drops him cold. I was like, okay, new Witcher's got some. He's kind of nice.
Xena Warrior Princess. Yeah, I mean, let's just remember, without Xena Warrior Princess and the Legendary Journeys of Hercules, shows like this would not exist.
The new Witcher is kind of nice with the sword play. I like it. And speaking of nice with the sword play, Geralt runs into Cahir on the battlefield, and Cahir tried to tell him, "I'm not your enemy," but gassed up Geralt is not trying to hear it. He's like, "You came after Ciri, you got to go." And lucky for Cahir, just as Geralt,
if he wasn't gassed up, honestly, he probably would have been different. Probably would have been different. But because he was gassed up, he was like too emotional. That's my guess on that.
Maybe because he was ready to get him last time, and the old girl had to talk him down. Even when he was like tied up in a coffin, he was not happy with him.
I agree with you, but you know what solidified it even more for me is because that name just sounds too similar, like, you know, no one does blah 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 random things like Gaston, like, look, because of your name and how well it fits with that song, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Lucky for Cahir, as Geralt's about to deliver his final blow, Milva cries out, and he sees that Jaskier is getting his arse kicked. So Geralt runs back and grabs him, and suddenly there's a clear path. Like that was out of nowhere for our crew to escape.
Like that was going to happen.
Fade to black,
right?
How bad do you think Jaskier's head wound is? Because he was telling Geralt to just leave him, so it must be pretty bad. What do you think?
Given that there are like there are a couple other lines that come up with that, so I get it. But even without that, though, I would say no. You need to pay a little bit more extra attention.
What do you think? I mean,
shit.
So he's good. He wasn't knocked out. Plus, they need a reason of how was he able? The vampire was able to track us. Oh yeah, I mean, obviously Jasper was bleeding.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a pretty bad head wound. So I mean, is he going to have a concussion? Is he going to forget stuff? Is it going to?
That's what I'm saying. Fandom. If you think you could form coherent thoughts after a hit like that, I will be home in within the next 4 weeks. I would invite you to set up an exhibition for us to prove this theory either wrong or correct. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's not as easy to just get by as you're thinking it is, because the way where he got hit and how he was bleeding, and especially how he was talking afterwards, he seemed extremely confused, and it looked like there was some damage to his frontal lobes.
Yeah,
with that, and that's not good. Yeah. At the bare minimum, he has just a concussion. So there's a lot of
what do we think of this one, AK?
Oh, I will. What did I give the last one? Like 8.75. I will give this a 9 because they, as told you, I watched the rent.
He's watching.
You watch what? You cut out. Unless it was just me.
Yeah, she cut out. Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, what about you, Phantom? While she's getting that handled, what'd you think of this episode?
Another good episode. The whole reveal, like, Lawrence is actually a vampire, got me because I was wondering how long we was gonna get the reveal. Okay, episode 4. What's it gonna be? A vampire. I'm like, okay. Like you said, the moment they were explaining certain stuff, I'm like, okay, how could we not think of this?
Right? Exactly. I was like, he just walked up when they were chained up and just snapped their freaking chains with no problem. Freaking, they had all sorts of stuff. Let's see. Remove this one then. You there, AK? Nope. We're getting that one ready, but yeah, it was crazy. Mild concussion. He's lucky he didn't hit him with a skate. I really like this one. I was here for it, and absolutely. Well, as usual, we got just a couple trivia questions we're going to knock out real quick, see what everybody remembers about this episode. If you're watching now, put it in the comment section. If you're watching later, put it in the comment section down below. Oh, testing real quick. We got a AK. Can you hear it? Is your mic working? Phantom, your mic working?
Mine's working.
Yours working.
My question is, what's up with AK?
Removed the last one, but I don't hear her. So she's still getting that ready. We're going to get in these trivia questions real quick. And let's go. What town did Dijkstra want to attack to guarantee a victory?
The 8th hour.
Oh, what's that?
As soon as possible.
No. What
Third
town?
hour.
What town?
Oh, yeah, I don't know that town.
To guarantee the victory. AK says she's rebooting, so she'll be back here in a second. All right. Anybody knows that one? Put in the comment section down below. What town did Dijkstra want to attack to guarantee a victory? How many men were estimated to be lost in that battle?
The 6,000?
It was indeed 6,000. Absolutely correct. Nice call.
I was like, well, god damn. He's like, hey, we can lose 6,000, but at least you'll win. I'm like, boy, what?
I'm like, how many you got? Shoot, how many people you got? You talk about some mouths to get rid of. Ooh, you're going to have plenty of food after that. Where did Philippa say their sister witches were slaughtered? Where'd Philippa come back with an eyeball in her mouth from?
No clue. I tell you, these places and names, no clue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, insane. Oh, anybody knows that? Put in the comment section. How vulnerable did B-side Vesemir say Yennefer's castle was?
I can't with you. He was like, she wasn't extremely vulnerable.
Names, yeah, they're rough.
Or impenetrable? Like, not impenetrable, but it was extremely vulnerable. Just by walking like less than a minute.
Oh, he said, how vulnerable was B-side Vesemir?
But even then, I'm wondering, it's like, when it came to the Witcher's home, were people able to like portal in there and out?
I wonder if they had magic spells to stop that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if so, then he's like, oh, it's simple. We have something for that.
What's up, AK? Can we hear you? Testing 1, testing 2. Still can't hear you yet. I don't know what's going on with that mic, but yeah, still not able to hear you. Oh, who was Missile dueling with in that knife game on the table?
At this point, any questions or places, no, just skip them for me.
You know what? Who was Missile doing that hand knife game with on the table? Who'd she beat in that? You know that? Put in the comment section down below. Oh, then here's the deep cut. I did say his name though while we were doing in the stream, but then I got cut off, so I didn't go back and repeat it. So it's almost like I didn't say it. But who was about to lop Geralt's head off?
Oh, that guy from Sintra?
Yeah.
It was a soldier, right? Yeah.
It was,
no
yep.
clue.
Absolutely. So you get partial credit for that. And Jake gets partial credit for the leader guy. The leader of the rats is who she was battling in that knife game. Anybody knows his game, get extra credit if he knows.
Is it Roofy or something like that?
No, it's not Rufio.
Testing
1, 2. Hey,
there we go.
We got you.
I do not know what. I don't know what the hell just happened, bro.
Glitch
telling me. I feel like Miss Menace is still stalking me, man. She's still upset that I didn't like how she finished that season of Loki.
She's always out there.
Anyway, what is the question at hand? What did I miss, please, por favor?
The last one was who was about to lop Geralt's head off, and who was Missile dueling with in the knife game. two pretty deep cuts.
Who was Missile dueling with in the knife game? And what was the other one?
Who was about to lop Geralt's head off?
I don't remember his name.
Oh wait, who's the leader? Who's the rat guy that we all hate? If you know that.
No, it wasn't him. Kaylee.
It's not?
No, it wasn't
Dang.
him. No, it wasn't him.
Oh, why?
No, it was. Wasn't it freaking Sir Westerling? Or not?
Yeah, that's who that's who it was. He had a name though. We're looking for his name.
I don't remember what his name was. Actually, that was one of the things I meant to bring up, because as soon as he came on the screen and I was watching, I was like, "Oh shit, that's Sir Westerling right there."
That's awesome. What was the beast infested by the parasite called?
Oh, I don't remember. I vividly remember all the actions of that scene, but I don't remember the name of the beast.
Ooh, keeping one for me.
Say he was infected. It was infected by a parasite, which I feel like once I saw what they were following, like my first thought was, and that's an anglerfish of the alien kind, and you should stop trying to follow that anglerfish, because we know what happened in Finding Nemo when Marlin and Dory followed the anglerfish, and that wasn't nothing good.
What did Sabrina wager against Philippa on the Yennefer Francisco duel?
Isn't it like 5 coins, silver coins or something like that? Gold coins, whatever.
Yeah, it was something to that effect. It was something engraved in gambling. To something.
And I'm just like, is it y'all know that she like freaking be talking with Geralt, and you're voting against that?
Right? Exactly. It's like, you're gonna bet against that? Are you nuts? It's like,
why would you do such a thing?
Oh,
what is the name of that fandom? Right, because we have it. We're on track. I just can't remember the exact fucking name. Come on, DJ.
Jake gets half credit.
Give it to us. What was it?
Half credits. Oh, anybody knows that? Put in the comment section down below. What did Sabrina wager?
You get credits, but you're not gonna give half of what the answer was, at least.
Oh, what if somebody's playing later and wants to guess? Oh, we'll let you know. It is 5 orans. 5 orans is what we're looking for.
Orans from like the Never-Ending Story orans?
Nope, 5 orans from the Witcher story orans. What Witcher did Missile say?
So was that coppers or silvers?
No, it's called 5 orans.
Okay, I don't remember.
That's what they call their money.
What was the new question, please?
What Witcher did Missile say she was saved by in Rocane?
Oh fuck! That was fucking He-Man.
Yeah. What Witcher did Missile say
I don't
she was
remember.
saved by in Rocane?
That Phantom, do us a solid, bruh. Save our name. I told
you the names and the places. I can't.
No, we cannot both be failing on this one thing. Like, the names are usually what you are good at doing, and I get like
when it comes to this series, I can't. I'm defeated.
Shit. Damn it!
Defeated.
I can remember Geralt and Yennefer's theory,
okay, well,
and Jasper, and that's it.
Yep, that was not it. Anybody knows that one?
I'm gonna throw my tiny hat in, because you know exactly what I'm thinking, DJ. Because you gave fandom I'm gonna give him the context clue for that one last time, and I feel like I should get that half point also.
I feel you did call Keyman. It was him. All right, last but not least, what did Jaskier say he had sewn in his boots?
It's like 2 silvers or something.
Like his
shillings.
Shillings. Shillings are the pennies, I think. I want to say it was like his name.
Oh no, did you just name the money type
or somebody else's name? I don't remember.
What is that? What it was? Something.
It was not.
Shillings, silver stags.
I think that the guards call like 5. I think he only had like 2 in my shoe. I was like, what?
Or like 5 pence or 6 pence.
No. Phantom gets partial credit. He got the number right. I mean, you have 2 boots, so good guess that there was 2 of.
All right. Well, okay, wait. Hold on. So two is the partial credit.
What did Yasker say he had sewn in his boots? Anybody knows that?
Was it his feet?
Oh, Jake finally got it. I was like, I thought this would be going out on an easy one. Holy shit!
No, like, I vaguely remember it.
Jake got it. Jake nailed it.
What was it? I can't see the chat right now.
2 gold coins.
Gold coins.
2 gold coins.
So it was gold.
No pieces.
Oh, it's silver. Oh,
it was gold. Look,
he specifically
I would
said
have gotten around to that. I would have gotten around to that.
Do you think he really had 2 gold coins in there, or was that just part of him?
I think he did. He did.
I think he did.
On him. He's a gangster.
Geralt. Wait, whose boots were these?
I assume he only had like 2 left.
Whose boots were these again? Whose boots were they?
Yasker said he had 2 gold coins in his boots. So I was like, did he say that just to like occupy the guards to get their attention?
Nah, I believe him.
Got him, but I think he's messing with kings. Got kings falling in love with him. I believe it.
There's no way he doesn't have like an extreme fallback plan, and that includes that money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Whenever he needs it, he's like, I got 2 gold pieces. Like, I'm gonna get by wherever I need to get by. Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna do it for us. Absolutely fantastic. I am loving the Witcher series, and I am excited to watch the next 2, which it sounds like will be airing on Sunday. So keep that. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell, and we'll let you know for sure. But it looks like Sunday will be the next day that we are knocking this one out. So we'll be looking for that. We'll knock out episodes 5 and 6. So yep, episodes 5 and 6 on Sunday, and we'll be here for it. So I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Till we see you on Sunday. Have a great week, everybody. Take care.